ReefCheck Foundation is an international nonprofit organization dedicated to the conservation of tropical coral reefs and temperate rocky reefs. Our mission is to lead citizen scientists who promote stewardship of sustainable reef communities around the globe. With headquarters in Los Angeles, ReefCheck Worldwide oversees the organization of local chapters and their training of volunteer teams in more than 100 countries and territories. ReefCheck began in 1996. Our initial mission was to organize the first ever global survey of coral reef health. This survey provided conclusive scientific evidence of a worldwide crisis in the condition of our coral reefs caused by overfishing and pollution. Seeing the need for ongoing monitoring of the health of tropical reef habitats, ReefCheck developed an ongoing worldwide network that continually surveys all tropical seas. Our objective is to preserve and sustain their reef ecosystems. Recognizing the challenges that reefs and oceans face in temperate climates, in 2005, ReefCheck launched its first temperate reef program in California. ReefCheck California has grown to become the largest citizen science monitoring group. We collect data on California's kelp forest and its statewide marine protected area network. In 2016, the program expanded into climate change monitoring. It collects ocean temperature data from over 90 selected sites and monitors ocean acidification at key locations in California's marine protected areas. ReefCheck performs three vital tasks necessary to promote stewardship of sustainable reef communities worldwide. First, we train and organize teams of local volunteer citizen scientist divers. They collect data that calibrates reef health and assesses climate change impacts on the reefs. Their work produces reliable information used by marine resource managers, scientists, and policymakers to make science-based ocean management decisions. Second, we promote public education about reefs and the oceans. Our goal is to develop a cadre of ocean ambassadors with the skills and knowledge to make a tangible difference in marine conservation in their local communities. Our youth education programs immerse participants in the ocean and train them to become ocean stewards. And third, we develop ecologically sound and economically sustainable solutions for reef conservation and restoration. ReefCheck has coordinators, teams, and training facilities around the world. Since the first ReefCheck Coral Reef Monitoring Survey, more than 10,000 surveys have been completed by ReefCheck trained divers in over 100 countries and territories. Using a globally standardized scientific protocol, our monitoring program collects valuable data to establish the status of coral and rocky reefs to promote informed marine management decisions. As an example of education in local communities, ReefCheck's Embark program was launched in 2018. We educate young people from some of the most disadvantaged communities in California. The Interactive Marine Education program gives students a chance to become marine biologists for the day. It gives them a first-hand experience of the ocean environment. And more recently, ReefCheck began working on restoring the kelp forest along Northern California's coast, which has been devastated by warming oceans and an explosion of the sea urchin population. Our objectives are twofold. One is to begin to reverse the effects of the recent kelp forest collapse by restoring some of the lost ecosystem. And the other is to provide a substantial economic benefit to the local fishing community, which has been hard hit by the effective loss of important fisheries. A sustainable economy goes hand in hand with sustainable reefs and oceans. Around the world, ReefCheck works to find economic solutions that enable local communities to make a better living from protecting their reefs and fishing sustainably. ReefCheck's vision can be summed up in just 10 words: thriving reefs, cared for by communities, sustained for future generations.